Good morning, guys. Good morning. And I am so glad that you are here with me on today. Well, I was in prayer today, just really talking to the Lord. And the Lord wanted me to tell you this today, that double minded people love to get their hooks into a loving, chosen soul of God. A double minded person, they love to get their hooks into you. Somebody that's stable, somebody that's loving, somebody that has a high frequency of God that lives on the inside of them, someone that really loves to help people. Double minded people love to get a hold of you. That spirit is linked to chaos, confusion, drama, and indecisiveness. I want to give you a word. Head over to James 1. I'm going to start at verse 5 and we're going to end at verse 8. If any of you lacks wisdom, that is to guide him through a decision or a circumstance, he is to ask of a benevolent God who gives to everyone generously and without rebuke or blame, and it will be given to him. But he must ask for wisdom in faith without doubting. That is God's willingness to help. For the one who doubts is like a billowing surge of the sea that is blown about and tossed by the wind. For such a person ought not to think or expect that he will receive anything at all from the Lord. Being a double-minded man, unstable and restless in all his ways, that is, in everything he thinks, everything he feels, everything he decides, and everything that he says. And I want women to understand this and men to understand this, that double-minded people love to get their hooks into you. See, a lot of times we slip into relationships with double-minded people. It can start off as a friendship that leads into a romantic relationship, but it's always a one-sided relationship. That spirit, that evil spirit, will come through a vessel to pull your attention because it feeds on your attention. And then the next thing that you know, you're pulled into their instability. You're pulled into their chaos. You're pulled into their lies and deception. You're pulled into them using you when they need you, and they're nowhere to be found when you need them, because a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. And I want you to understand something, baby, that the most powerful people are the most wicked and double-minded. See, the word of God even talks about rich men or powerful men and women. They are far from God. They claim that they know the Lord with their mouth, but their heart is far from God. They're going to testify in that day and say, well, God, I did this and I did that. But God is going to say, depart from me, you workers of iniquity, because I never knew you. Because from the start, your mind has been double-minded. See, a double-minded person wants to steal your peace. How in the hell do you expect for me to give you any ounce of my time when you are a double-minded human being? And I want to encourage somebody today that may be confronted or dealing with this type of energy, because I want you to understand something, that the devil knows what you want too. The devil knows what you desire as well. The devil knows your heart, because you talk about it to people. You conversate with people. And that's why it's important for you to keep your mouth shut sometimes, especially when you're asking God for something that you really, really, really want to experience in your life, because the devil will put a fool in your life to meet that same description of what you've been praying for. The devil will put a mischievous, low down, dirty in the midst of your circumstances and your situations, baby, to string you along. The devil will put somebody, come on, somebody, in your life to put their spiritual hooks on the inside of your soul, and you keep on trying to break free from a spiritual stronghold. See, a lot of times people think that a spiritual stronghold is if I lay and I'm intimate with you, if I allow you to be intimate with me in a physical way. But a spiritual stronghold on somebody can be an emotional stronghold that pulls at your heartstring. That person know that they ain't gonna ever make no decision. That person know that they're unstable in all of their ways. That person know that their words and actions, they never match up. That person know that what he thinks, what he says, what he feels, what he decides, it's always double-minded. That means that it's one way when you're in front of me and it's another way when you're with somebody else. That person have not mastered their emotions enough to stand on business and have integrity. So I want to encourage you today that if you are confronted with this type of spirit, that you need to pray and fast the devil away and never look back. Because I want you to understand something, baby, that double-minded people, come on, somebody, listen to me. Double-minded, demonic people with that low frequency love to get their hooks inside of the heart of a good man or a good woman. Because the whole objective for your enemy is to get your attention off of God and off of you onto them so that they get stronger and they get weaker. That's why they use you and then you never hear from them again until they want to use you again. Because a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. Think about that. And until the next video, guys, peace, because I still be believing in you. Bye now.